Hey guys, Games for Life here, and in today's video we're gonna have a fully functional base on Glacio. We're gonna have a large rover equipped with a drill and paver, and we're gonna use that to drill to the core of the planet. So what are we waiting for? Let's get into it. Here we've got the part of the base that I've built before filming the video off camera. Here's our argon farm that we've built a while back, but I upgraded it to one of these large platforms, and the whole Glacio base is gonna be only extra large platforms, because I don't want to dabble with these little ones anymore. So we'll have some storage space on this side. That's gonna be these two platforms, plus on here, we'll see. The argon part is gonna be on here, and then we're gonna have every other important module in the base. I'm probably gonna extend it with a few platforms. After that we can get into building the rover. But first let's unload the power items from the rocket. So we've got all kinds of wind power here. I'm just gonna set it down here. We will need some more over time, but for now this will do. I'm probably gonna get a gas canister for all this argon we're getting, and then we'll probably need an oxygenator as well. But yeah, I've got some more storage items on the shuttle, so I'll unpack those off camera in just a second. But before we do that, we're gonna have to get the basic modules. So it's back to Calidor for those, and then we're gonna unpack all of them here. Alright, so we are almost done here on Calidor. This is the last module we need to craft right now. Great, and we've got it, so we can go back to Glacio, place all of these on the platforms we already have set up. Then we're gonna have a power problem in the beginning, but that will get fixed really easy this time, and that's because we've got a ton of nanocarbon alloy from the Exofarm event, which we are gonna use to get some RTGs in here. That means we're gonna have a constant power flow through the base, which should be good enough for most scenarios. But then, when we really need more power, we are gonna have some batteries. And by some batteries I mean a whole ton of them, but that's probably gonna be in the next video. For right now, let's just stay focused on building the basic modules. We could have the soil centrifuge right here next to the smelter. And I didn't take some portable smelters from Calidor because I want to leave those there. But we are gonna make some more off of the Exofarm event, which is still not done at the time of filming this. By the time this video comes out, it will probably be done already. But anyways, I will replace the smelting furnace with some portable ones. Now let's get the large printer in here, maybe on this side. Great. And then we'll have the small printer, or maybe we'll put the small somewhere else and we'll have the medium right here next to the large one. I'll fiddle around with these a bit. Our chemistry lab could be right here next to the atmospheric condenser. So we'll probably want it on this side. And then we need another place to put the exo request platform and the trade platform. And we're gonna use the trade platform in this video to get all the materials needed for the rover. I'll go ahead and unpack all of these. These are all medium resource canisters for our storage section here, which will get filled up eventually. So yeah, I'll head back to Calidor to build another big platform, and then I'll be back. We finally got our oxygenator in place, so we can finally breathe here on Glacio. I've moved the whole printing section to this platform, so we have the small, medium and large printers right next to each other. Then I put the trading platform and the exo request platform on this one, and I moved all of our argon operation over here, because we don't use it that much. So we want our trade platform to be right next to the smelter and the soil centrifuge and all of that. We won't be doing the Exofarm event here on Glacio. This is for the upcoming Christmas event, which I'm really excited about. And you should be too, because it's gonna be awesome. At least last year it was a blast, and I'm hoping this year it's even better. So we got oxygen here. Now we're gonna need some power, and as you can see, we've got nanocarbon alloy and lithium in the backpack, and that only means one thing: RTGs. But first we're gonna have to unlock it. It's a little bit expensive on bytes, but look at how many bytes we've got, and we're still making 360 bytes per minute, and that's because of our awesome byte farm back on Calidor. So I'll go ahead and unlock this, and now we can start crafting. Let's just find it first. Here it is. Set it on repeat, and we're gonna have 4 of them, for now at least. We will craft more as time goes on, because look at this, we have no power right now because the wind is not blowing, and our only source of power are these wind turbines, which by themselves are not enough. We will have some solar panels and also batteries. Batteries are gonna be a really important part of our power strategy on Glacio, because we've got all of these QT RTGs. For right now, I'll place them back here on this small platform, but in the next video we're gonna establish a full power section of the base with a ton of batteries, QT RTGs, wind power and solar power, so we can have the whole deal. But you can see this is already going faster. We've got 8 units per second going constantly. Now we've got 12. And in just a second we'll have 16, plus the wind power, of course, when it's active. So we got all 4 of them crafted. That's awesome. I'll have to unpack all of these medium resource canisters and medium storages, but right now I really want to focus on getting that rover. So we're gonna use the trade platform. But since we don't have a shredder on Glacio yet, I've brought a little bit of scrap from Kelidor. And this is the last thing we're gonna bring from Kelidor. Now our Glacio base is officially independent, which means we need nothing from Kelidor anymore. I haven't brought a shredder right now because we will be building an automated trade platform with a scrap farm in the next video. And then we're gonna build an extra large shredder and do all of the scrap farm automation and the automated trade platform to make our lives so much easier. So let me go ahead and see what do we need. We need exo chips, aluminum alloy and rubber. So we're gonna need aluminum and copper first. I'll go ahead and get 8 laterite and we'll store the excess materials in this section. We're gonna have all the metals or the basic materials, everything you could ever need. And in the meantime I can do this. This is really fun. Now I'm gonna send it to get some malachite, which will then smelt into copper. In the meantime our laterite will get smelted. Let me turn this on. There we go. And we've got enough power for all of these because of our RTGs. We will get some QT RTGs as well, but we'll get those from completing missions and maybe some events. I'm hoping the Xmas event will give us some QT RTGs, because we will need extra power for the rover and for our backpack. We will be unlocking the hoverboard pretty soon too, and I'm really excited for that. But yeah, I'm gonna come back when we've got the rover already crafted. I'm so glad we got some of these volatile catapants right next to the base, because I can use them to open up exo caches. Just like that, without any need for dynamite. And I can just get away from them before I die. And I'm gonna keep them there next to the base, because we are gonna be using them quite a lot. So we got 2 exo chips, exactly what we need to build the rover. And the last thing we need is the rubber, because we've already got our aluminum alloy. Then we'll have to look into getting a paver and a drill, strength 3. So for that we're gonna need silicone, aluminum alloy, titanium alloy and diamond. This is a little bit more complicated, so I'll do it off camera because it takes a while and it's a little bit tedious. But basically the diamond is the hardest to get. We need 2 graphene, which means graphite and hydrazine, which means we need to craft hydrazine. Or we could just steal it from the shuttle. No, we're just crafting more. And then a titanium alloy needs graphene as well. And nitrogen. I don't think we have nitrogen, so we might have to go to another planet for that. Or is there nitrogen on Glacio? Nope, no nitrogen on Glacio. So let's just keep on getting argon. So yeah, I'll do that off camera and I'll come back when I've got the rover prepared so we can go drilling to the core of Glacio. Okay, the last thing we need to get is a soil canister. And while that is crafting, I'll go ahead and unpack the paver and the drill strength 3. And we are almost ready to go to the core. As you can see, we've got a buggy as well and some QT RTGs. That's because I did go back to Kelidor. I realized I'll have to go to another planet to get some gases, and we had all the gases we needed on Kelidor, so I just went back to Kelidor and I stole some QT RTGs as well. We've got all the gases we need right here, so that should be enough to get the whole thing set up. And here goes the seat, and that's it. We are officially ready to go to the core. So, shall we? I'll start drilling on this side, and the tip you've probably seen me recommend a couple times is turning the drill and paver on and off repeatedly. That makes you go so much faster. Just look at the speed difference. This is so slow, this is much faster now. And this thing is loud. And here's the core. This was quite a nice trip. We've got some astronium on the ceiling there. And obviously the core is locked right now, so we cannot unlock it, because we haven't unlocked any gate on the surface yet. But we will do that in an upcoming video, probably next week. I think I should jump into the core, but I'll probably die. But we can jump with the rover. That should be pretty fun. And here we go. I'm gonna try to do a little flip on the way down, and let's see where we land. We might actually get on this pillar if we are lucky. Yep, it caught us, and we just backed out towards the core. Almost got up on this other pillar. Planet cores are a little bit confusing, gravitationally speaking. But yeah, you can see it's locked. Don't worry, we will get it unlocked. If you don't want to miss that upcoming video, the best thing you can do is subscribe. That also helps me out a lot on my journey to 1000 subscribers, so thank you for doing that. I've been Games for Life, and I'll see you next time. Cheers, Astroneers!